Hi, I'm Jack, CIO of Elements.cloud. Today I'm going to provide tips to capturing the process activities with inputs, outputs and your activity boxes. So by the end of this video you're going to be able to capture the process activities your agent will take along with its inputs and outputs. So if we dive straight in, and we've got a order inquiries topic here. If we right click and we're going to drill down and we're going to create a new diagram underneath the order inquiries topic, which is the job to be done process for that agent. I'm going to remove that input and we're going to start with a blank canvas. So a couple of key things when you're starting to map out your processes. Well, how do I get my activity boxes? There's two ways. One is drag from the left hand side, or you can double click on your blank canvas. And now we're actually going to start labeling the activity for what the agent or the action needs to process. So thinking about order inquiries, what's the first thing we need to do from a process perspective for the agent? So the agent basically needs to ask the customer for the order number. Now the order number is a critical piece of data because without the order number we can't go and find the order to which the customer is inquiring. So that's the first activity. In terms of your input, so what's actually going to trigger this activity for the agent to ask the customer? So two ways to do this is you bring your flow line in from your left and you can attach it to the box, or you can go straight out from your line and it will create a second line there also. So I'm going to take the flow line, I'm going to connect it to my box, and I'm going to input basically customer has a query about an order. So if the customer has a query about an order, the agent is going to ask the customer for the order number. I'm trying to keep this as simplistic as possible. In the later videos, you'll start to understand why. Okay, happy path. So the customer has the order number. So we're going to draw a line straight from there. And we're going to say customer provides order number. So the agent at this point has the order number. What does the agent then need to do? Well, it needs to go and find the order. So we're going to take the box and we're going to join it. That's one way of doing it. Or when you draw this line, so if I draw another line, you can then add an activity box there. So if we remove those, I'm actually going to add the activity box and I'm going to connect it to my box there. Okay, so we need to find the order. What's the unhappy path? Start to think about, well, what happens if the customer doesn't provide the order number or the order number is in the incorrect syntax, for example. So we're going to do a separate path. So we're going to drag that down. Customer has provided incorrect number, or number is not in correct syntax. We're then going to move that across and we're going to create the activity where the agent is now basically going to inform the customer that the order number is not recognizable because it's in the wrong syntax, or it's just not, it just doesn't exist. And then the activity back into this box so we can ask the customer for the order number again is basically customer informed of syntax required by the agent. I'm going to move that across there. So you're starting to see a shape of a process that an agent's going to follow about an order inquiry. In the next video, we're going to be refining this process and we're going to be building on it and putting it into a format that agents will truly understand and be able to reason and plan which paths to follow.